Hi everyone at Mellors. I hope you're all really well. You'll probably know I'm Jasper Billen, your patron of reading, and I'm the author of Asher and the Spirit Bird, Tamarind and the Star of Ishtar, and Artie and the Blue Gods. And I'm just here to say a very quick hello and wish you a happy World Book Day. So the first thing I wanted to say to you is that I think books are really magic, because if you imagine, look how small this is, okay, and inside it there's a whole world of adventure, magic and great stories. I think books are really magic because you only have to dive into them and suddenly you're in this amazing new world. And when I was growing up, I was just like you guys, exactly like you. I lived really close to Mellors, and as you know, I went to Mellors School. I was a member of the library, and one of the things that I absolutely loved to do was reading. And some of my favourite books were the magical books. So one of my absolute favourite was The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I don't know if any of you have read that one. And what I think is that there's a book out there for everyone. You know, like the person that you're sitting next to might not like the book that you're reading, but maybe there's someone in the class that's read a book that they might recommend to you. So even if you think reading's not for you, but I do know that, you know, all of you guys at Mellors are really into reading, but you know, maybe you think, oh, I'm not too sure about reading, but there will be a book out there with a story in it that you will absolutely love, and it's just a question of finding that story. So where do I like to read? I really enjoy the cosy places. So I think I've got two places I like to read. One is in my bed because it's lovely and warm and I snuggle up and I read there, usually in the mornings. And my other favourite place to read is on the sofa. So I'll get my blanket and I'll get my favourite book, or like a book that I'm really into, and that's where I love to read. And here's a little tip for you guys. All you need is a blanket, really, and you can take it to a quiet place. And I know, you know, a lot of us live in busy houses. I grew up in a house with six of us. We're six brothers and sisters, but there's always like a little quiet spot, so it's just a question of finding it. Yeah, so that's my thing about reading. And now I'm going to share with you, this is like really top secret, and I'm probably going to get told off for it, but never mind. I'm not telling my publishers that I'm doing this, but I'm going to give you a sneak preview of my latest book. So it hasn't been published yet, but it will be published in February 2023. So next year this book will be published. And one of the reasons I wanted to share it with you is because finally, when I've been to Mellors before, some of you have said, oh, why don't you set a book around Mellors? So that's what I've done this time. So this book is set around the area around Mellors, and it's an adventure story, and it's about a girl called Xanthi. And Xanthi's mom, Xanthi's granny lives in a tower block, in the tower block that you can see from the school, in fact. And when I was growing up, we used to have lots of adventures around the area. It sort of looked quite different then, but you know, some things were still the same. And so this is a story about, it's kind of a magical story. It's about a story about finding some treasure. And I'm going to read you the very first page. So here we go. Xanthi and the Ruby Crown. I run from the car and find the green space wedged between the tower blocks. I plonk myself down on the still damp grass and search for Nanny's tree, right at the very top of the tower block in her beautiful roof garden. Even though it's only a tiny dot from here, I know it will be just as incredible as ever, with its red leaves shimmering in the morning sunlight. The tower block soars into the milky blue sky, and when I squint against the sun, Nanny's square windows and balcony appear way up. Out of habit, I count the floors and finish at 15, the very top floor flat, where Nanny will be fussing about, putting on the kettle, laying out the plates and finding my favourite biscuits, chocolate wafers. I press my eyelids closed, enjoy the magic of the dancing light, and let the sounds drift over me. Kids' cries from the nearby play park, the faint siren of a screeching ambulance, the whir of traffic on the busy roads. And when I listen more closely, let the city noises fade and really listen like Nanny trained me. That's when I hear it all. The call of the wild, the steady burst of birdsong, the scratch of insects busy under the fallen leaves, and the bubbling stream that I know must be underneath me somewhere, buried deep below. As Nanny would say, you have to notice things, sharpen your senses, and then who knows what you'll find. Xanthi! Mum's voice pings into my daydreams. I sit up, blinking against the summer sun. She beckons me over, and I walk slowly towards her, flicking a glance back to Nanny's window. Look for her twitching the curtains, checking to see if we're here yet. But it's too far to see too much. My stomach fills with butterflies. I hope you enjoyed that. And have a happy World Book Day. And I hope to see you all really, really soon. Bye!